YouTube and to my channel, Anna Bella, and today I am reviewing His Dark Materials Season 3, Episode 4, Lyra and Her Death. I mean, there's a depressing title, but we always knew with this series that we would go to the land of the dead. It was kind of hinted at, even in Northern Lights when you had Roger and Lyra running through the tombs at Jordan College in Oxford, which is not a real college in Oxford, just so you know. Jordan College is completely made up, just so you know. Okay, so lots to unpack in this episode. One, we've learnt that Marissa Coulter is actually the better parent because she's realised that Azrael is arrogant and only cares for her and his war with the authority. He does not care about Lyra because he doesn't see himself as a father, hence why he allowed Lyra to call him her uncle. Side note, Mary, cute, with the trees and the little blue elephant. Say no more, adorable. The authority, Hugh, Father President or Lord President or His Grace or whatever title he wants to be known as. He has gone past his infatuation for Marissa now. He is in full, she's a mad woman, I'm going to be a misogynist, women are evil, therefore Marissa is evil. But the whole touching of the demon, oh, taboo. Poor Ozymandias, the golden monkey. That's its name in the radio play. It doesn't have a name in the books, sadly. Marissa Coulter's mother, we always knew, was equally cruel. Hence why it's interesting that when she was in the clothes given to her by Azrael, which are far more practical, like that jumpsuit, tight-fitting, yes, and whatnot, but Marissa's reaction to those dresses was as if, oh, I've got to wear those again and be that sort of gender again and fit myself and squeeze. And it's interesting that her monkey's tail is always drooped. It's never up, but it's drooped. So in a way, Marissa is somewhat dead inside because she can separate herself from her monkey. So her monkey can be over here, she can be over there, and they can separate. And that's very interesting coming on to the next part, which is really depressing. The bond between Lyra and Will is really strong, as we know. And the land of the dead being like a waiting room, which was, we all thought it was going to be like a waiting room, but actually, this whole land of the dead business and the whole philosophy to death is very similar. One of the few similarities that Harry Potter has to his Dark Materials, they see death as a kind friend who's born with you and follows you around, and in the end you go with him willingly at the end. That's the only similarity that they have, is their approach. So death is natural, nothing to be afraid of, you just have to accept it. Obviously that's if you have a natural death. If you're stabbed with a knife and it's violent and you're say 13, it isn't a natural death, is it? But we still have to go along with it. Can't circumnavigate it, can't come back from the dead. It is what it is. So calm and death is kind. It's a kindness, which is something that is interesting, that's the only sort of similarity that those two books actually share, the Harry Potter and His Dark Materials. Oh, I love the fact that Will and Lyra went to go and see Paddington, because this is the kind of anti-Paddington date that they go on. The forced ripping and her scream at the end, it's truly horrific. And splitting the soul from a person, because that's effectively what a demon is. But it's interesting that Will says, yes, it's mental as well as somebody holding your heart. Overall, I really liked this episode. I'm giving it 5 out of 5. It sets everything up. Marissa Coulter acknowledges Lord Azrael's arrogance and also acknowledges her own arrogance, which is interesting as we go on. So that's episode 4, Lyra and Her Death. It sets everything up, but it's also quite a non-active episode. I know stuff happens in it, but it's very personable. You've got the relationships, and that's really good about this series. You get those deep, rich relationships, because episode 5, oh, it's going to be torture. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Please like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell for my next His Dark Materials Season 3 review. Thank you for the support, and I'm hoping that you are having a happy Christmas. Bye!